Hello, Neighborhood Church. My favorite Christmas song has always been Little Drummer Boy. I love the idea that you can come to Jesus with nothing but a pure heart. We may not have gifts to bring, and we may not always have monetary gifts that we can give to the Lord, but we can give Him our heart and our soul, and that's what He really wants from us. So that's why Little Drummer Boy has always been my favorite song. Merry Christmas.
Hello, Neighborhood Church. My name is Rick. So I don't really have a favorite song. I actually like all of the Christmas songs. Never really focused on one. I like what they all represent. And looking forward to the Christmas season. So hope you all have a Merry Christmas.
Well, hello, Neighborhood Church, and Merry Christmas. Thank you again for joining us for another midweek devotional thought and focus to help us fix our attention on God during this Christmas season. We're in our sermon series, Glory in the Highest, and this sermon series in particular is to direct our attention to God and draw worship and adoration out of our hearts for who He is, a God who made all of heaven and all of earth, and yet came down to the earth He created to be with us, to know us, to walk with us, and offer us salvation and forgiveness and new life in Him. Today, the song we're going to look at is Angels We Have Heard on High, and we'll briefly talk about it and then play it so that you can listen and reflect and worship God. Let your heart be stirred to worshiping Him. Angels We Have Heard of on High comes out of the passage and the story where the angels appeared to the shepherds in the book of Luke chapter 2. And if you could picture yourself in this scene, imagine what it must have been like for the shepherds, just normal guys out in the field doing their job, watching the sheep. It's night, they're kind of falling asleep, and there's this angel in the sky. And the angel says, "Don't be afraid. I have good news for you that brings great joy." But can you imagine not being afraid? And after the angel explains that there's good news, that Jesus, the Messiah, is coming and has been born, a vast army of angels joins behind. And it says, suddenly the angel was joined by a vast host of others, the angels of heaven, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and peace on earth to those with whom God is pleased." And Angels We Have Heard on High comes from this passage because in excelsis Deo, if you don't know, means glory to God in the highest. Glory to God in the highest. Worship to God. Praise to God. Glory to the one who made all the earth, who can come and bring power and life, but also comes to make His home humbly among us as a human, to know us, to walk with us, to identify us with us and know our pain and joy and life experience. This God comes to make His home among us. And a vast army of angels in the heavens declares this to a bunch of shepherds who are just normal guys. Can you imagine what that must have felt like for them? After the angels dispersed, the shepherds felt overwhelmed, maybe a little afraid, but in awe and curious. And so they made their trek to go visit this new baby that would be the Messiah. And so as we sing this song, and as you listen to the words of this song, and as we sing other Christmas hymns throughout this sermon series and this Christmas season, I hope that your hearts too are moved with worship and awe and adoration for the God who would come and make His home among us and be with you. I pray that your heart would be moved and say, "Glory to God in the highest. Praise to God in the highest. Worship and adoration to the one who gives new life and salvation and is with us." Merry Christmas, Neighborhood Church. And I invite you to listen to this song now, and on Sunday, join us for our Zoom call at 3:30 and our online worship on YouTube at 4 as we continue to fix our hearts and our attentions on Jesus and worship and adore Him and say, "Glory to God in the highest." Angels we have heard on high,
sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria, Gloria in excelsis Deo, in excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria in excelsis Deo, in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why your joyous signs prolong? What the gladsome tidings bring, which inspire your heavenly song? To Bethlehem and see Him whose birth the angels sing. Come adore on bended knee, Christ the Lord, the newborn King.